Hi YouTube, and this is JTry997, back with another figure review. This time, the DC Universe Classics Wave 1 Build-A-Figure, Element Rex Mason, the Element Man. Now, this figure is of course a long time coming. They're up to Wave 8 now. But, I skipped down on Wave 1 originally, and I just now have finished buying them all up. So, this of course is Rex Mason. A little bit about the character. Rex Mason was an adventurer who was hired by a corporation owner to go after this Egyptian artifact. While there, he was knocked unconscious and exposed to the Orb of Ra, which gave him the ability to transform into different elements. And of course, he's lended his talents to various teams over the years, the Justice League, mainly the Outsiders. He's currently in the Outsiders now, actually. So yeah. He's one of these characters that doesn't really do well in his own series, but he always pops up a lot on teams. So overall, I heard a lot of negative stuff about this figure before I ever had him put together. So let's look at him. Now I gotta say right off the bat, the detail on this guy is jaw-dropping. You won't be able to tell, but right here where the color splits in his chest, there's actually two different textures. Probably most noticeable up there around his back. You can see the flecks of the lava, I guess that is supposed to be coming up, which continues down his arm to this giant lava hand. Over here you've got this diamond sort of pattern and the extension up to this sledgehammer. I don't know really which element a sledgehammer is. Stone is not an element. Steel, well, I guess technically it's an element. Okay, well anyways, I'm rambling. Down here to his either gas or air leg. Up here it's solid silver, down here it becomes clear. Very nice little effect. And over here to the, I guess this is mud, the mud leg, or the diarrhea leg. Okay, so the detail on this guy is phenomenal. And you can of course take off his lava hand, take off his sledgehammer hand, and take off his diarrhea leg. And then you've still got Rex Mason. Now, this guy, as far as those aspects, is great. Details are great, and the accessories are great. Now, one of the big things is, as far as articulation, his arms rotate fine, same as any DC Universe Classics. Head rotates fine, but the legs, when you try to move them forward, will pop off. Same with either leg. The way you pop it on has to be the way it stays. There's no way you can get it to stay on without popping it on in the way you want it. So that's unfortunate, because I really would have liked to have been able to move this guy's legs. But overall, he's still a great figure. He does have some problems. He goes for around 20 bucks finished on eBay, so you don't have to go and buy all the figures. If you just want a really awesome figure to pose with your teams, or just an all-around awesome figure, I'd say this guy is worth 20 bucks. I'm going to give him a solid 8.5 out of 10. His legs do have some problems, but that's the only thing I had trouble with the figure. So this is JTry997, and I'm giving Rex Mason the Element Man, or Metamorpho, an 8.5 out of 10. Now on to a review of Wave 1 as a whole. Okay, number 1, Orion. I was not pleased at all with this guy. I gave him a 5 out of 10, one of the lowest scores at the time for a figure. Now, it's because of the major quality control issues I had with mine. His chin is almost solid silver from looks like paint defects. His ears are bent on his helmet. His flying apparatus doesn't fit properly. His fists are clenched even though there's little items for him to hold and such on the flying harness. Flying harness comes off easy enough. There are some other paint chips. He doesn't stand well. I just wasn't happy. Going back now, I probably would bump him up a little. But overall, I just wasn't happy with him. So, if I could go back, I'd probably bump him up to a 6 instead of a 5, but oh well. Okay, Figure 2, Batman. Now, Batman is the one that took longest to sell me on, because I kept looking at this figure, and I couldn't just... He didn't seem like anything special, like nothing they haven't tried to sell me before. So I eventually ended up buying it just so I'd have all of them. And I've got to say, this figure was pleasantly surprising. I actually loved him. Great articulation. The cape kind of hinders it. Nice little accessories, even though they kind of look awkward for Batman. very nice figure. I gave him an 8 out of 10. I stand by that score. Fantastic figure. Okay, figure 3, the Penguin. A 4.5 out of 10. And he just smashed his face. I found the different body mold was something interesting. The face sculpt was impressive. The umbrella was not. He doesn't hold the umbrella well. The attachment doesn't go well on the umbrella. The detail is somewhat nice. And the articulation, except in the arms, is almost not there. I'd probably go up a point, 5.5 out of 10, but still not impressed with him. Okay, figure 4, Etrigan. Now, I love this guy. I love the character. Thought this figure was one of the best out of the wave. Can't say enough positive things about Etrigan. So, yeah, he's definitely a great figure. Easily my favorite out of this wave. One of my favorite out of the DC Universe Classics. 9 out of 10. Definitely deserved that score. Figure 5, Red Tornado. Very surprising figure. Thought he would suck. He has his issues, but overall, still a very nice figure. So I gave him a 7 for the simple fact there was some quality control issues. So overall, this is J-Train 997 with my Rex Mason Wave 1 review. I'll see you soon, YouTube.